Coming in, you guys, it's day number 104 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Every single day here in 2022, I have made it my goal to get into an ice bath. Yes, that one right there. On purpose, getting in there for 5 minutes every single day, all throughout 2022. And it's usually about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's take a look at what it is today. 32.8 degrees Fahrenheit today, you guys. And a lot of you have been here all throughout this journey, and I'm grateful for all of you who either watch this live. We do go live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time every day, all throughout 2022. Go follow me over at Instagram, Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVIN LOWCARBMAN, if you're watching this on the replay. But yes, lots of you watch this. I put it on Twitter, Facebook, on YouTube, and of course it's here on Instagram. But I come here every day, you guys, to show you you can get into an ice bath and you can survive. I will survive. And so I want to talk about a topic here today, because that's the other thing that I do. It's kind of boring to go into an ice bath and not have anything else going on. So I always use this as a teachable moment. And today I want to talk about the state of mind that it takes to do this day after day after day, because some of you guys, y'all trip me out with the way you're skeptical. And look, I get it. I understand the skepticism, but you don't have the right state of mind. And I want to talk about that when we're in the water. And of course, when I'm done with the water, I will go out on the street, walk around my neighborhood. It's a big, bright, beautiful, sunny day, blue skies, clouds. So we'll have a nice little chat. So get your questions ready. If you have any comments, leave them below. And as always, when I'm in the ice bath, please feel free to hit the hearts, hit the fire emoji, something that lets me know that you're cheering me on while I'm in there. So we're going to set you down here, let you guys see all the action here in just a moment. All right, you guys, I think you can see everything there. 5 minutes are on the clock. And here we go. Lots of ice today, guys. Lots of ice. See all the fire. Thank you for that. I cannot see my clock at all today. It's so bright, I can hardly see it at all. All right, today, you guys, it's about 80 something degrees out here. It's like low 80s. So that's really nice in the air outside. Doesn't make the cold in here any better, but the air outside being warm is kind of nice. So I want to talk about this idea of how people psych themselves out of getting in here before they even get in. And some of the things that people say are, it's just funny to me. And it all comes down to your state of mind. if you don't prepare your mind for going into something like this ahead of time, if you don't think about all the ramifications of what you're doing, what it is that you're doing, why it is that you're doing it, you know, you can really psychologically talk yourself out of it before you even start. And this doesn't just apply to ice baths. This can apply to really anything. Think about when you tried keto or carnivore. Your brain did not fully wrap around it the first few days that you were doing it. Your brain was like, what the? And well, what about the fruits and vegetables? And what about this and that you're leaving out of your diet? And so think of that in the same way, that your brain's going to try to convince you that this is not something that's right. And having a good state of mind going in is going to be essential to doing something like this. And even in the day-to-day, I can tell you, state of mind is everything. Positiveness. I posted a video just about an hour or so ago of me dancing around over in my recording studio, just having fun. And like, look, that puts me in a positive state of mind. It makes me feel good. And then I'm ready to get into the ice bath and feel great doing this. All right, about a minute left, it looks like. And so think about that. Think about how you can get your state of mind in order so that you can do this. You don't just get out of bed, have a stressful moment with your kids, and then try to come to an ice bath. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be in a nice, powerful mindset, peaceful mindset. You don't just come into something like this and do something this hard and just expect it to happen naturally. You have to work at it. You have to put yourself mentally in the place where you say, I'm doing this. This is my bitch. Something like that. Maybe not literally those words, but hey, you're my bitch. Come here. I'm gonna slap that bitch. And you just got to treat it that way. Otherwise, you're going to talk yourself out of it. And that's what I'm hearing so many people online saying. All right, I'm out of time. I got to go under the water. I can't see it today, so I didn't know how much time I had left. Yeah. Oh. That never gets old. I will keep saying that till the cows come home. I love the dunk at the end. Let all them other people have Dunkin' Donuts. I'll have Dunkin' Ice Bath. Dunkin' Ice Bath for me. All right, so I'm going to put on my jersey. And we'll get out here and take a walk. Thank you for being here, you guys. Day 104 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. If you're brand new to this and you're like, who is this weirdo getting into an ice bath? I am getting in every single day in the year 2022 at a 32-degree temperature ice bath. Yes, on purpose, for 5 minutes a day. And the primary purpose of this is to prove I can do things that are hard. So this is hella hard to do. But not just that. There are a myriad of physical benefits, a myriad of mental benefits, and dare I say, a myriad of spiritual benefits. There's a transcendence that happens when you go into icy water. And you don't have to be religious to have that experience. It's just, you'll see what I mean if you start doing this on the regular. It's just, there's a tranquility about it, a peacefulness. It's hard to even explain it. It's so unique. But yeah, guys, the topic today, if you came in late, was about having the right mindset before you get into the ice bath. I think a lot of people, they look at the ice bath and all they All they see is the physicality of it. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's so cold. Oh, I don't want to do that. That looks uncomfortable. You're crazy, all the things. And those people I just have to laugh at because you don't have the right mindset. Ice baths aren't something for the faint of heart. No, they're not easy. They're not supposed to be easy. They're supposed to make you stronger mentally, stronger physically, stronger on many levels, to the point that you feel like you're capable of anything. And I really mean that. You feel like you can actually accomplish whatever you want in your life. Like, do you know how many people try to tap into that side of themselves creatively when they want to start a business? They start some kind of a pursuit of a dream. They all want to tap into, give me that edge. Give me that advantage that sets me apart from the rest. Everybody's looking for that when they're trying to start a business, be an entrepreneur, go after a dream. And I can tell you, I've done all those things even before I did ice baths, but this has me excited for the next level. The next things I have going on in my life, which ironically, one of them is writing a book about cold therapy. And my business partner with my books wrote me today. He said, have you started on your book yet for the ice baths and things? I said, doing a lot of research and obviously doing all the ice baths with my challenge this year. I said, but I'll start writing on it in earnest starting in May. And I'm taking off all my podcasts, by the way, in the month of May. Pretty much the only thing I'll have regular are these ice bath videos. And so I'm not going anywhere in May with the ice bath videos. I will still be here for you guys. And maybe I'll be sharing you some of the behind the scenes of what I'm doing on my book all throughout May as well. So that'll be a nice treat for you guys to hear. But yeah, this just does something for you that it's hard to quantify. It's hard to even explain it. It just turns something on in you. And so those of you that do even like cold showers, you kind of know what I'm talking about. If you do them on the regular, a few times a week, you know, you've felt this. You can't really put your finger on it, but it is something that is a secret, I think, to success. And nobody talks about it. I guarantee you a lot of these big CEOs of companies, some of these like powerful people, they know the value of cold therapy. They know the value of fasting. They know the value of meditation, all the things. In fact, I remember a few years ago when Jack Dorsey was the CEO of Twitter, there was a big article written about him that mocked him for all the things that he did. He did a lot of biohacks. And he talked about not eating for periods of time, so fasting. He talked about doing meditation for like 2 hours in a day. He talked about grounding, all these things that he did. And I'm sure ice baths were a part of that. But he got mocked for it because, oh, that's crazy. Look at all those things. But look, he was a very powerful businessman as the CEO of one of the top social media companies in the world. And there he was, doing all these things. And we should probably look at those successful people in life and try to mimic some of the things that they do, if that's your goal. I don't know about you, but I'd like to do even more. I've been successful, but I would love to be even more successful. And anything you can do to give yourself an advantage, I think is a good thing. And that's where the ice baths, the cold therapy, come into play. All right, let's see who else here today. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Lynn is here. Candy is here. Linda, Kathy, Bindi, Wendy, Dilastic, Nutrient Dense Teas, Carrie, Inspiration, Sharon, Texas Livingston, Dawn Marie, Phyllis, T Flowers. Sharon says, Warrior, full speed ahead. Rawr. Carnivore Runner, Marta, Comid, Kathy has me fire emojis and hearts. Thank you. Same with Sharon, gave me hearts. Paula, Linda gave me fire emojis. Sharon, fire emojis. Dawn Marie has chickens. You can hear my chickens in the background. They've been pooping me about 3 eggs the last couple of days. I'm like, come on, what happened to the 6 or 7 I was getting a week ago? Those chickens. I take good care of them, though. BDNF guys here. Linda gave me hearts. Dawn Marie, fire. Judy, Erica, Marcus, Alice, LeViewer, Jadine, L. Wagner, W. Chillin, Cherish, Abadia, Ann, Kira, Carol, Max Mad, Joan, Leah, Cindy, G-Fan, Lilla, Sweet Family, Taj, Marissa. Sharon says, let's call your ice bath healing water. It does do a lot of healing. It does do a lot of healing, Sharon, that's for sure. And not just physically. When people hear healing, they just think about physical healing. I feel like it has healed a lot of the broken parts of me emotionally that maybe I had not put back together again with a lot of the things I'd gone through in the recent years. Went through a really bad breakup, and it was hard. It was hard going through that time. I'm on the other side of it and have been for a little while, but sometimes just little parts of that needed to be connected again, and I needed a purpose again, a drive again that would get me going. And I feel like I have it now. So I think the ice baths have helped with that. Bulletproof is here. Go, Jimmy. Go. Teresa, Nikki. Dawn Marie says, yay. Kira clapped. Angie's here. Andrea's here. So yeah, you guys, you just came in. Day number 104 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Been going at this every day in the year 2022. It's so funny, I'm over 100 days now, but in some ways I feel like I just started. In some ways, because it's 365 days, because it's December 31st 2022, it's just so far away, it's a little bit hard for me to conceptualize that I've made a dent. Now I know I have made a dent. We're in the second quarter of the year, so, but some days it feels like I've done it forever, and then other days it feels like I feel like I'm just getting started. So it is fun. I do like getting in every day. I like how I feel when I come out. So I've been talking a lot about mindset for getting in there and convincing yourself. I'm going to tell you, if you try to make this regular in your life, it's never going to get easier in terms of where it's just not going to suck. It sucks. Okay? So I don't want anybody to have this illusion that being in there is just super fine. It's not. But that's by design. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to scare you a little. It's supposed to be a challenge. Because if it wasn't a challenge, what would it be doing to you mentally? Mentally, you'd be like, this is nothing. But if it still challenges you, and it does, when I first get in, it's all I can do to just grab a breath. My breath immediately gets taken away, especially when I go down low and I've gotten to my neck level. It's all I can do to just breathe at that point. And it's not that I'm in any harm. It's just my body knows, okay, here we go. You know, I gotta like really breathe through that. Nothing wrong with that. But you guys see how quickly I calm down and get into that relaxed mode. Now, sometimes it's a little faster than others, and sometimes it takes me longer to breathe than others. There was one day I went 3 minutes until I could calm down enough. And it's a day-by-day thing. I think a lot of it has to do with stress, things you're thinking about. If you've got extra stress, if you're thinking about things, it can be a little bit harder. And I realize that's hard. There's always things you're going to be stressed about. There's always things you're going to be thinking about when you go into that ice bath. But it's what you do once you're in there to calm yourself. This is why the breath is so important. This is why having a good mindset before you even step first foot into that water, have that good mindset of, all right, I'm about to do something super hard that nobody else really would even try to do. They're going to mock me about this. That's been the sad part, by the way, watching people do ice baths. And then they're like on Facebook, and their followers will chime in of, oh, that's stupid, that's crazy, why are you a popsicle in there? And I just hate it. If you don't understand something, you can shut the fuck up, you know. You don't have to comment on things you don't understand. Now, if it intrigues you, ask questions, but don't be stupid and go, well, I guess that's dumb. Why would you make yourself cold? When I see those kind of comments, I kindly go in and encourage the person while trying to be kind to the person that would say something like that. But yes, if you don't understand it, doesn't mean you don't need to comment. Encourage people. Because look, you may not understand it or you may not do an ice bath, but there are other people who do understand it and do want to do it, and they're giving it a go. I think that should be applauded. That should be congratulated. That should be cheered on, not discouraged. And that's an overall assessment of the health industry in general. There's too damn much judgment out there. And don't get me started on that subject, because I won't shut up if I do. LJ's here. Duzcock is here. IGO by Faith is here. Dawn Marie says, preach it, Jimmy. Yeah, I feel like so much of the health community is, how can we judge you for something else today? And I don't know, that irks me. If people are pursuing health, isn't that better than them pursuing not health? We don't go around scolding people for going to McDonald's every day. We don't go around in grocery stores wagging our fingers at people that put potato chips and snack cakes and Coca-Cola in their cart. We might think it, but we would never say anything. So that's people doing obviously bad things for their health. Why would you stop someone doing something really good for their health? Why would you even get in their way and possibly discourage them from doing something that could be positive for their health? I don't get that, you guys. I don't understand the mindset, unless you're just a prick asshole, and there are people out there like that. But not everybody who leaves those kind of comments are prick assholes. I just think they feel like they need to butt in and share their opinion. Here's a news flash. If you don't have an educated kind of thought about something that you're about to comment on, maybe you should just not comment. Call me crazy. If you don't have an opinion that's educated, you don't have to say anything. I don't understand this need to tell people something's crazy like an ice bath. Preach Gospel is here. Ilona is here. Tammy, TC Childers, Alice, Basketball. So thank you guys for being here today. Day number 104. Still rolling along. I will tell you, 2 weeks from today, I will be at the Paleo FX conference. I'll be arriving in Austin, Texas. I'm leaving on that Tuesday. So day before yesterday, 2 weeks from day before yesterday is when I'll be leaving. And so probably staying in a hotel on that Tuesday night. And then I'll drive a little more, stay in a hotel on that Wednesday night, and then drive into Austin. And so my goal for you guys with the ice baths is to keep that going even while I'm on the road. So that is what I plan to do. And even if I can't get into an ice bath, I will definitely get into a cold shower, because I really haven't shown you guys on camera how I do like a cold shower. So that could be kind of cool. And I will wear swimming trunks. Don't worry. You're going to take us in the shower with you, Jimmy? Yes, I am, but with swimming trunks on. So that's coming up. All right, let's see who's talking to me. Candy says, you don't need permission to take care of yourself. You sure don't. You sure don't. And on your terms. Like some people mock keto and carnivore. Oh my gosh, how do you eat just meat? How do you eat no carbs? And that's where you just like, hey, the correct response is, way to go. I hope you do well. That's the correct response. That's the correct way to interact with somebody that's made a diet choice, not why are you? Because nobody says, why are you? Like I said about the junk food, the fast food. Nobody says, why are you about those things? So why would you say those things about somebody eating healthy? Thank you, JM. Great live with Dr. Gundry earlier today. Yeah, you guys, if you missed it, I had Dr. Stephen Gundry, thank you, Sharon, on my Instagram live. It's one of those that will air on my podcast, but it's not airing on the podcast for a little while, since I'm already booked up through the end of April, and then I'm taking off the full month of May to write on Cold Therapy Clarity. It won't air until the first full week in June, something like June 7th or 8th, somewhere around there. So go watch it. It was a really great interview. He's got a lot of thoughts about keto that run counter to maybe what you've heard about keto. So hope you can check that out. Thank you for that, Sharon. Andrea said, in Germany, there are 4.2 million perplex skiing per year, and 1 in 1,000 will have a substantial accident. Nobody showed with a finger that they are doing something dangerous. Yeah. Yes, they're not pointing fingers, exactly. And that's truly something that could be harmful. I go by faith. You interview Gundry was awesome. Thank you. See you guys. I got 2 people already saying, go watch that interview with Dr. Gundry. And he's such a nice guy. I've interviewed him for 3 times now, and he's just really good, really sharp. One of the smartest, nicest people in the world. And so go check that out. Rachel's here. David's here. Don Marie's laughing at me. Atra's here. Skippy. David said, just joined, no tub. Oh, I had a tub. You have to go back and watch the beginning. I do the ice bath. Here's how it works. For those of you that have never watched, maybe you're watching this on the replay on YouTube. Here's my girl. Are you whining at me? Hi, Chongus. Hi, baby. My little 18-year-old cat, she likes to whine at me from upstairs. Well, now I lost my train of thought. What was the thing? Oh, tub. Go watch it. Go watch it at the beginning. I get on at 5 o'clock Eastern, talk for about 2-3 minutes, and then I go into the ice bath, and I'm in there for 5 minutes. So if you miss like the first 10 minutes of my videos, you're going to miss the ice bath. That's pretty much how it works. Linda says, make it 3. Go watch the interview with Dr. Gundry. Yes. Thank you guys for that. I really enjoyed that. And I think I asked good questions that brought out quality info. So hopefully people appreciate that. I got some cool interviews coming up next week, you guys. Monday, I've got Bronson Dant, who will be speaking at several of the keto conferences. Tuesday, I've got this guy, Dr. Paul Conti, and he's got a book on trauma. I know it's backwards, but Trauma, the Invisible Epidemic. So This is a really good book. I've been reading it as a resource for my talk at PaleoFX, where I'm talking about childhood trauma being a hidden cause of obesity and disease. So I'm looking forward to interviewing him on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I have Sally Norton. So you guys might know Sally. She's the one that talks about oxalates being harmful for your health. So busy, you guys, with lots of interviews coming up. And then the next week is when I go to PaleoFX. I travel there and then come back, and then I'm off the whole month of May except for the ice bath. So that's what's coming up here. Did your temperature go up today before you got in the ice bath? Yes, thank you. I go by faith. Everybody asks that every day. Are you still getting that anticipatory thermogenesis? And I do. And when I'm in the ice bath, guys, here's kind of a cool phenomenon. When I'm in the ice bath and I've got everything covered with the ice water except for the neck up, I feel my eyes feel like flames are just shooting out of them. I feel heat just emanating. It's almost as if my head's like, the rest of the body's getting cold. We ain't getting cold. Dunk your head. So when I dunk my head at the end and I'm under for about 15 or so seconds and I come up out of the water, it's exhilaration because the body is like, finally. You put us all below the water. But yes, I'm still getting that warming up period. David said I was confused because you have your shirt on. Yeah, I put my shirt on now, David, after I'm done with the ice bath, because I go and I do a walk. I go out and walk around my neighborhood. But after walking for 20 plus minutes, I only get like a short little walk in. I decided to come inside. So that's why you see me wearing the shirt. You want me to take my shirt off? Holla. Chera says, yay, Sally Norton. Yeah, if you don't know Sally, definitely come back on Wednesday next week and we will introduce you to her. I have one other idea for content that I want to do before I go away on the trip to PaleoFX. Recently, we lost Dr. Sarah Hallberg, and she was 50 years old and she died of cancer. And she was one of the top researchers at Virta Health. I've been trying to get people from Virta. I reached out to Nina Teicholz, and she tentatively said she would do this, but then I've never heard back. But I want to do a tribute to her in an episode, and I want to record it on Instagram Live and then air it on my podcast when I get back in June. But that's something I want to do. I've got a lot of different people who've written things about her. I know Nina Teicholz set up a nonprofit fundraiser thing to honor her name. But guys, she's one of the essential people in the research realm that we need to celebrate. And for me, I've got a personal story which I will tell, but she actually gave me one of my first opportunities to do a talk that was for CME credit. And I have Dr. Sarah Hallberg to thank for that. I'll tell that story when I do the tribute. So not sure when I do it. Maybe I'll do it the Monday before I leave, which would be the 25th of April. Maybe that's when I'll do it, because right now my schedule's really busy with all kinds of things going on, preparing for my talk at PaleoFX. So, all right, guys, let me get out of here for now. Thank you so much for watching. As always, day 104, boom, 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 rocking and rolling. I'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, live here on Instagram. And if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you're watching, or right here on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram at Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVIN LOWCARBMAN. And you can be here 5 o'clock. Be here right at 5 o'clock. I'll talk to you for a couple minutes, then I'll get in the ice bath for 5 minutes. We'll take a walk around my neighborhood for about 20 minutes, and I'll answer all of your questions. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.